On July 8th, the Keystone State Police along with the Beta Beach Police Department performed a joint raid on a wanted individual. That man with the warrant was J797. As you can see right here in this clip, we have the initial detectives checking to see if the initial suspect is actually at his house so that he can alert the rest of the Beta Beach Police Department's SWAT team. After the message was relayed from the detectives to the SWAT team leader, he then relayed it to all the other SWAT members so that they could be present inside of the meeting room and he could give them a briefing. All the teams present included a breaching team, a containment team, and of course the KSP air team. He welcomed everybody and told them where exactly they are raiding. A lot of members in the SWAT team were ready for the action. In addition to that, they also had the DA and the Department of Justice on this raid. That's how important it was that they got federal warrants for it. You know, gotta earn that funding somehow. But there you can see as we pan across the entire room, every single organization that was helping with raiding this person. This guy is the creme de la creme of criminal raids that we need. In addition, of course, he's going to be informing every single SWAT member how exactly it's going to be happening by phone in addition to this meeting so that they have visual paper that they can read and get information from. Once the most important parts of the briefing were over, they allowed the KSP air units to leave out first after they got their, of course, important briefing on how they were the eyes in the sky. They were the eyes of the entire operation. The guy could run right out the back due to all the noise in the front and none of the SWAT members could hear him. But the eyes in the sky, the air unit would see that guy in 4K HD definition running straight out the back door and alert other units to his location. Once the primary briefing was over and all units were in their vehicle, they made a convoy code 3 on down to the individual secondary location where they will be receiving a secondary briefing. The primary briefing was just so that all the high ranks could get all their grievances off their chest, make sure to wish them good luck. But the secondary briefing is where JB is gonna shine. In addition, of course, as you can see, they got a whole convoy going down this road. So yeah, once they get to the secondary location, they're gonna consolidate all into one Bearcat instead of having all these vehicles right here. But in a worst case scenario, these initial marked units, if the guy runs out, manages to get his car somehow, or his friend picks him up and drives off, those initial marked units can lead in pursuit. Meanwhile, the Bearcat responds code 3 back to their secondary briefing location so all the other units can get their own units. Because let me tell you right now, trying to pursue in that Bearcat is going to be absolutely unable to be done. But those SWAT Tahoes are a lot faster than they look. And let's just get ourselves another angle of how powerful this SWAT convoy looks, man. They got multiple Tahoes. And there goes the Bearcat going through as well. They go all the way down the road, even in the middle of the night. They are trying to get to their destination. And of course, the units in front, they're not only there for just containment once you get to the scene, they're also there for clearing the intersection to make sure that nobody else intercepts the convoy on their way to their secondary briefing location. You even see the air unit kind of swooping down on over there to show that, hey, we are here, we are visible, we want to be seen as well. And so here they go, passing by Station 19, passing by, it looks like some homeless guy on the sidewalk right there. But they're going. This homeless guy's probably wondering, what is going on? What's going on, Mr. Homeless Man? Is some guy's about to get raided. You may think you're bad down on the street, but this guy that's about to get raided is about to be very bad in federal prison. So yeah, you can never beat that. There's always someone lower down on the totem pole, but here it is, the secondary location, the secondary briefing location where JB can give off his final words to his team before they breach into that house and completely take it over. It's right here at the lifeguard. Nice open area where they can all reach here. In addition, if the air unit has to land, then guess what? The air unit has plenty of room to land here as well. After the secondary briefing, the boat unit was launched. That was the reason for that secondary briefing, so that the boat unit would know exactly where on the house to cover, in addition to coordinating with the air unit and making sure they were both on the same frequency. But this boat unit is, of course, another resource that Beta Beach PD is going to be using to make sure that that suspect can't just run right out the back door. After the briefing is done, all units are consolidated into the Bearcat. In addition, they also consolidated 2-man units per car. So now they are ready to go, ready to clear the intersection. In addition, there's going to be no sirens on this time. It's just going to be pure lights, only code 2 action, so they don't wake up the suspect and the suspect starts to flee as soon as they hear the sirens in the middle of the night. But here we go, Beta Beach PD ready to raid this guy's house. My man Jay is about to be absolutely arrested and is one step closer to being brought into federal prison. But there you go, make that left hand there, and away they go. This is the final stretch of road before they meet the suspect's house, and here we go, making that left turn, and now they're on to the suspect's street. The Bearcat has to be ready to go. The SWAT team has to be ready to breach. All containment cars are going to be blocking off all the nearby intersections so that this guy has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to drive. And you already see one unit going to the right to block that road. Primary Bearcat going down the middle, another unit going to the left. Final unit blocking the road they just came from, and bam, completely boxed in, surrounded on all three sides. You can see, and the boat in the back as well. Yeah, this guy's definitely got nowhere to go. And in comes the KSP air unit to provide aerial support overhead. This guy has absolutely nowhere to go, getting absolutely eliminated. The SWAT team on the ground, ready to breach, already standing by. And in they go, illuminated by the helicopter going on into the house. Here they go, stacking up on the door. It's about to be FBI open up, but this time with the Beta Beach SWAT team. Man, oh man, this is just getting me excited, man. I am ready to go. Look at that, even up top in the gun turret at the top, these people are ready to go. The Beta Beach Police SWAT team does not play. With the SWAT team fully assembled now, they start giving out their hand gestures, making sure that everybody, and I mean every single SWAT member on scene, is prepared to clear this house. They're prepared for whatever lies inside, whether it's an ambush with the person waiting, or they're just sound asleep in their bed, or maybe they're just working out at their gym. You don't know. They could be sitting on the toilet for all you know. You have to be prepared for all situations because it's life or death. What you want to get away with is no SWAT members being injured, all SWAT members being accounted for. And look at this, they're going in to clear the bathroom right now. Completely clear. Nice, 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 nice. Are they going in for the next room? They're going in for the next room right there. And boom, there he goes, there he goes, there we go, there we go. Clearing the room, clearing the bedroom. Bedroom is clear. Oh, look at that. That bedroom had access to the outside, man. That is an absolute flight risk right there. Good thing he wasn't in there. Otherwise, he might have jumped right into that pool. It just went right into that ocean. But guess what? The boat unit would have been ready. And so would the area. And here they go. Final room. And bam, they got him. They got Mr. J in the middle of the night. My man, there is no waiting. There is no nothing. What about you? Go put your hands up in the air. Yep, there he goes. Hands up in the air. He's surrendering. He's about to get taken into custody. And there you go. That's a nice job's work by the good old-fashioned Beta Beach Police SWAT team. And here you can see all the resources that were used to secure Jay's arrest. You got the SWAT team in there. You got the helicopter up overhead. You go over here, you see the boat unit. You go over here, you see another containment unit on the street. You go right down the street, we got another containment unit. This is all needed to make sure that this guy goes directly into custody. No further incidents, no further nothing else. But look at that. Absolute success. No injuries, no shots fired. Everybody's going home, and this guy's going away to jail. Now they have Mr. J into custody. They're going to be taking him back to a squad car. Meanwhile, half of the other team was going to be searching through the premises, but you got to make sure that since this guy is such a high-level offender, that even the feds are on him, that he has maximum protection at all times. They got the SWAT team completely surrounding this guy as they walk him back to the car. There is no escaping. We want to squash all belief in Mr. J's mind that he can escape. Because guess what? He can't. He got caught by the Beta Beach Police Department, and they don't let fugitives escape that easily. Look at that. Still got the boat shining his big old spotlight right at him. Still got the helicopter, as you can see from the spotlight, right on overhead. They are not leaving until it's code 4. They're about to call it. Boom, look at that. Shutting the door in his face, man. There is no escape. I don't know why Mr. J thinks he can escape. And just like that, they're having their post-operation debrief right across the street in the apartment block parking lot. And basically, they're going over what went good, what went bad, what needs to be improved, what was, pretty good so far. But like having someone at the back of the house, something that they'll have on the next raid. In addition, they're going to be doing a secondary search of the car and his house again to make sure they got everything. But that is basically all. And after their post-op debrief, they basically just leave. The same way they just came in unannounced, nice and quiet, is the same way they're leaving the neighborhood. Nice and quiet, unannounced, and just like that, boom. Only thing left is that guy's car in his driveway, which will eventually get impounded and seized for evidence. And here is where the marked units and SWAT units are about to disengage and break off from each other, because the marked units are going to be taking Mr. J on down to the county jail. Meanwhile, the SWAT units themselves are going to be going back to the original Beta Beach police station so they can give the high ranks and all the command staff the good news that they caught Jay in person, and also go back to some of their civilian cars. Some of them are going to be lucky because they get to have take-home cars and just take their SWAT home car, or take their SWAT car home and go park it in their garage. Meanwhile, others have to go back to the station either way, park up and then switch. In addition, the boatman, they're still waiting on the boatman, so that's kind of why they're also waiting here, so that they can all move together as a group. My goodness, man, just seeing the SWAT team convoy, even without the lights, it's just absolutely amazing. And of course, all the marked patrol units, they're doing their debrief because, you know, they have to keep on guard in the street while the SWAT team is doing their debrief in that parking lot. So they're doing their debrief in that parking lot before they take Jay on down to jail, and the SWAT units are going to be going on down and back into the station. I already know the police chief is going to be absolutely ecstatic to know the news that this guy was arrested and caught. You already know it's going to be worth for him and all those federal people to be up until 3 in the morning just so they can get the good news that this guy is in jail. The man they were looking for, the reason why they even have the feds breathing down their neck right now, has now been lifted. The burden is gone. So now it's time to go deliver the good news. Go on in there, SWAT team. Go on in there and give him that news that he wants. There he goes. The brave optimist going in there to go tell the chief that he got the guy that they were looking for. Speaking of the guy they were looking for, here's Mr. J being handed on over to the Coy County Sheriffs. They're gonna take him right on to jail with all the other inmates. Everybody else is looking at him because they already know this guy's the kingpin. He's the cream of the crop. But there you go. Even the Titans will eventually fall.